Nottingham boxer Froch is predicting a straight knockout ahead of his fight with American Andre Ward. The pair are due to meet in the final of the Super 6 tournament in Atlantic City in October in what's being billed as a winner-takes-all clash.
Yes, Froch says victory against Ward will prove he's the best super-middleweight on the planet, no less. Phil Brewster has this report.
I know why I'm here. I'm here to win this title, the WBA title, retain my WBC and win the Super 6 World Boxing Classic tournament.
A super-confident Froch at a press conference in Essex, 8 weeks ahead of the biggest fight of his career. His opponent in Atlantic City in October is American Andre Ward. At stake, the WBC and WBA super-middleweight titles, the ring belt and the Super 6 tournament trophy.
Everything's on the line, so there's no room for mistakes, and nobody wants to go home empty-handed, and that's what's going to happen to the losers. He's going to try to, enforce his will, and I'm going to try to do the same.
And their two boxing styles couldn't be more contrasting. Froch, the street fighter from Nottingham with a granite jaw, and Ward, the smooth talker with fast hands and quick feet. Froch's promoters say it's got all the ingredients of a boxing classic.
Carl has a tendency to do what he needs to do to win. He's a tough man, and Andre's very slick, very clever. It's just a classic clash of styles.
Froch's progress to this Super 6 final hasn't been a smooth one. A defeat to Mikael Kessler last year and some controversial judging decisions along the way have surprised some. But Froch said he had a premonition he'd meet Ward in the final and has this prediction.
He's getting knocked out, it's as simple as that, and I've got 12 3-minute rounds, 36 minutes to punch him hard in the face. It sounds brutal, but I've only got to catch him once and he'll be in serious trouble.
It should be an explosion because I'm not going to back down and I know he's not going to back down, so it should put on a great fight.
The final is scheduled for October 29th. It's a date Froch is fully focused on. Phil Brewster in Brentwood in Essex for Central Tonight.
Now, Nottingham's WBC World Super-Middleweight boxing champion Froch says his next opponent is a dirty fighter who uses his head too much. And that doesn't mean he's a deep thinker. Froch is currently in the middle of a whirlwind tour of the US and Britain to promote his unification fight against WBA champion Andre Ward. As Jeremy Nicholas reports.
3 press conferences in 3 days: Oakland, California, New York, and here at Brentwood in Essex.
It's the Cobra against the man nicknamed SOG, Son of God.
The finals in Atlantic City on October the 29th, the undefeated Andre Ward against Nottingham's Froch.
The important thing is I hurt people when I hit them, so I need to get that across because I don't think it's sunk in. When I hit people at top level, I hurt them, which can change the pattern of the fight.
The atmosphere's sizzling. Trash talk is important at these pre-fight meetings.
I know what he's up to. I expect him to be quite a dirty, cheating SOB.
He's very self-confident, and that's how he comes off. Even cocky.
I'm the sort of guy that if I got something to say, I'll tell it to your face. If you want to do something about it, then do something about it. Answer me back.
Well, I wasn't raised like that. That's just the bottom line. I wasn't raised like that. My father always, told me to close my mouth and give God the glory for my victories and just keep working hard.
So he's quite a dirty fighter. Up close, he likes to get his head and roll it inside and lean on his opponent and hold him.
I've been to a few of these and the boxers all say, I'm going to beat you, and the other one says, no, I'm going to beat you. But is it useful to you to look at them? And can you kind of tell who's going to win by looking at them?
I don't think you can tell who's going to win, but I think you can see the mindset of the people. I mean, these are fighters, so no fighter's ever going to shake or start quaking or crying or anything like that.
And our guy has to come to your backyard to fight. Does that give your guy an advantage?
Well, you know what, Carl's actually got the advantage there because he's fought in Atlantic City before. Andre never has.
I can predict around, yeah, but whether or not it's a correct prediction.
Go on, give us a go.
I think if I stop him by knockout, it's going to be early. It's going to be within the first 5 or 6 rounds.
And who's going to win?
Well, of course. Yours truly.
Good luck, fella.
Thank you.
I'm going to be swinging for him. I'm going to be gunning for him early. So either way, I think a knockout, Froch will win. Is a safe bet at the bookies.
And we'll be with Froch in Atlantic City on October the 29th. You can follow his build-up right here and also on BBC Radio Nottingham.